Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fried Dice Paradice presents the Penelopean Islands presents team name pending, the infinitely long name. Quick announcements before we continue. Tomorrow will be the E-Dice collab where they play as the Platinum Legion, and just like this party, they're stuck in a cave. Second group, second announcement. There'll be the Diary of the Felidar on Friday. Usually it's before this stream, but Vin and I had to postpone it, so it'll be on Friday at 9 p.m. instead, SGT. And then that's it. I have no more announcements. Hi everyone.
That was fast.
That was
real fast. Yeah.
Yeah. Thursday I might not be able to stream, and then that's it because hopefully the new device arrives.
You always forget one announcement, right? And then you're like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys.
It's always one. It's always just that last one because you really want to be done. Yeah. Thanks everyone for coming down so early today, and like hi players. How's everyone doing?
Hello.
Snaz was awake 7 hours ago.
Was I?
Yeah, doing dishes.
I was actually awake like 5 hours ago, but that's a separate problem.
How you doing?
I'm doing. I'm doing.
You're dealing.
I'm dealing. Yeah, exactly. No, I went to bed like I couldn't fall asleep initially, so like I probably fell asleep around like 5:30 maybe. So and then I got up at 10 o'clock. It's fine. That's actually like 4.5 hours. That's like more than I normally get, so it's fine.
I can't do that.
I don't know how I don't do it actually. That's why I fall asleep in the middle of the day.
Just in the middle of the stream, you're just gonna take a nap.
Listen, if this happens, be aware. Be aware. I can't nap on stream though because like this mic is really good and I snore, so like it just won't work, and I won't have the wherewithal to turn it off before I nap. Like maybe I should just get like the little glasses with the eyeballs in them, so like I can like. Yeah. I can look like I'm awake, but I'm actually asleep. But then the snoring would give me away. See, my own body gives me away.
You know, like you should totally get glasses like googly eyes instead of like
googly eyes. Yeah, exactly. Or just draw eyeballs on the eyelids or whatever. So it's like if I fall asleep, it just looks like I'm awake and staring at you the whole time.
I did find
Not
out
creepy
recently
at all.
that the noise canceling stuff on Discord is quite good.
Is it?
If you turn it on. Like I sneezed accidentally, and some of my friends were on the mic, and I just said, "Oh, excuse me," and they're like, "For what?" Wow, that was
good shit.
Yeah.
See, my primary use of Discord is like World of Warcraft and other games, and I always just use push to talk. Like I almost never like when I'm streaming like this or like doing something like this. It's like the only time I ever use like the voice, whatever activation, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I just feel more comfortable being able to shout things at the screen and not have people hear me.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's very fair, actually.
I grew the habit from playing Diablo 2 single player. I'm just shouting things at the screen, so
that's coming out again.
That is coming out again. Oh my goodness!
Excited?
If all they do is like a facelift, like graphic wise, I'm fine with it. I just don't want them to actually change anything. I just want Blizzard to give me my childhood back. Is what I'm actually wanting.
I think Diablo 2 is.
I'm a living embodiment of that meme, like Rogue in Diablo 4, Diablo 2 remake, like. Yeah, I don't need the Rogue in 4. Give me that D2 remake though. I don't know. I feel like is that bad that I want to play old games because old games do for me what new games can't?
No, definitely not.
No.
Have you been playing
I feel like-
Valheim, by the way?
Dude, I've been playing nothing but Valheim.
Speaking of new games,
I'm
I've been playing a
gonna
little
have to like
Valheim.
restrain myself from accidentally slipping into Valheim RP today. My orc will suddenly talk like a Viking for no reason. Like just it'll
Just suddenly Swedish accent.
Sweden.
I haven't played any on stream, but I've been playing a bunch off stream, and
Oh my, it's
man,
addictive.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to suck me in the way it did.
Oh.
Is anybody else playing?
Nope.
People are telling me to stop playing, but I have yet to do it. I'll most probably wait like a week or something before I do it. I wanted to say, like, Diablo 2, like, if they remake it, like, I don't need them to do like FF7 kind of remake on it, right? But if they bring back Diablo 2, it's gonna be so much nostalgia that I don't even care if it's like crappy.
I mean, from what I saw, it just looks like they basically just like took all the sprites and made them 3D, like and remastered the environment. Like, I know some people are like, oh, it's not the same like gringy like look. And I'm like, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with a little bit of light. Some of those environments were dark as fuck. I listen. Not guilty admission. I play Diablo 2 every couple of weeks. I get like the urge and just fucking I go play Diablo 2 in 2021.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I've been
I'll
playing
pick
a
it up,
bunch of Mass
probably.
Effect. I literally like close to 100% at Mass Effect 1, jumped into Mass Effect 2, and then I'm like, wait, they're remastering the free games. Like, what am I doing right now? Why am I playing them now?
It's that's the same for me. It's like I think I have a deadline. I have to beat Skyward Sword before the remaster comes out, or the remake,
Yeah.
or the whatever they're
But
doing.
The funny thing is, like, I didn't know that they were remaking it. I just you know, just
I just found out the hard way.
I was just like started playing, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, what is Mass Effect Legendary Edition? Oh,
That's
But see, like I see, like with
it's
Skyward
coming out
Sword
in
though, I
fucking
gotta
March or May.
some point, yeah. The thing with Skyward Sword is though, I have to experience the jank. I gotta experience the motion control jank to know the true experience.
I get that though, absolutely. They're like,
Actually, I would have to find. I would have to find my
God damn it, Tice.
my one controller that can actually play it for the Wii, because all the standard ones can't do it without the like that extra like pack or whatever. Because it's Nintendo, fucking.
not ties, guys. One of my friends is playing Mass Effect, and she got basically her whole team killed in the
No.
first game. So now that she's playing, she only has like 2 of the players. Someone who's like
Awesome.
a proper player was watching and was like, I've never seen this game go so badly before.
yeah.
I'm sure that was at least one experienced D&D veteran last week watching us. Is like, wow, I've never seen a goblin fuck somebody up that bad before. Like that man has 2 arrows in his chest or whatever. Somebody should do something.
I've seen I've seen things.
That's
Like
a
goblins
bit eerie.
with arrows of explosions, for example. That's
Oh yeah,
Now, Josh is
that's
gonna
what happened
kill
at
out.
the end of last episode, right? Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
scared of Panda dying.
I'm scared for us.
Listen, I won't
They're-
lie. I don't really care about y'all. Y'all are gonna survive. If I die, I'm gonna go into extreme sadness. I don't think I can come back.
we can't lose the team leader second stream in.
I'll cry, guys.
Oh,
That
we
would
can.
reflect poorly on all of
Oh
us.
my god. You know what? That reminds me of like a game I played in where literally we had one player who was our leader and like contact to everything. And he literally just died in the first like half hour of the first session. And it was like, well shit, what do we do now?
What do we do, guys?
I can't think of another purple lady character.
Listen, somebody will just cast revive. It'll be fine. What's the rule? You get one freebie. The first revive is on the house.
Can I cash mine in? Just in case.
I preemptively cast revive.
Yeah.
I feel like that
Those rings are
literally
basically
happened
like
in the
4
first episode.
revives.
Yeah, pseudo revives. But like the first episode of like the Void Boys team, literally 2 of them died. And then we're like, okay, we need to talk about this. Do you still want to keep your characters? And then the 2 of them were like, yeah, kinda. And then we're like, okay, I have a workaround specifically for this group. And then 14 sessions later, they died again, and that was it. It was permanent.
I mean, at least it was 14 later. They had their chance, like they survived until then. After
Yeah, that's a healthy amount of survival, I feel like.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Any amount of survival is healthy.
No, wait a minute though. You have to aim big.
Listen,
Aim
I'm
for
sitting
keep
here.
the
I'm
pin.
sitting here with 39 HP. I'm confident about surviving that explosion. Like I might be a little bit crispy on the other end, but I'm confident about surviving that explosion.
And there aren't any priests nearby, so that's gonna be a problem if any of you die.
Listen. I'm sure Carrizo has a trick or two, right? You got some like scribe magic back there.
Oh yeah, I've definitely got tricks.
I mean, at
Just not
worst
the
case
ones you
scenario, Grumblemaw can absolutely use his thunder gauntlets as a defibrillator. Like clear. Just come on, we got this.
Worst case scenario, he just dies on the spot.
Or that
He
happens.
dies first. He's actually the one who dies.
I feel if Grumblemaw dies, then we're probably dead. Like, no way to heal after that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's so funny to play like the flimsiest character and also the only one who can heal.
Yeah.
Not like this, guys.
Just remember that we did this to ourselves.
He's the keystone. As soon
speaking
as
of-
he's out, it all
speaking of going back-
crumbles.
Speaking of going back to the temple in order to revive any dead characters, I did the math. So the village is 18 days away from the
Oh
entrance.
god. By then, surely you're already rotten.
Surely.
Like surely you're thinking by then, like there's no way. If you get revived, what will you look like?
I mean, listen, it depends on who it is, right? Because Grumblewall's probably thinking we can rebuild him. We have the technology. But I don't want to spend
He
a lot of
has
money.
the technology. He has it.
But I don't want to spend a lot of money.
And then we go from Grumblemaw being Kobold Iron Man to Grumblemaw being Kobold Cyborg.
But like a really like the Family Guy bit where he's just like really cheaply built.
Yeah.
Yeah, just out of scrap
I
metal.
love it. I love
Actually,
when you
somebody in
Mecha
Blur's chat last night pointed out, if I toss Grumblemaw, do you get like a flame modifier for the candle? Do D&D kobolds have a candle?
No.
I know in World of Warcraft they do.
Yeah, I know.
You
You're
don't
getting
have a
at.
candle
I
in
don't know
D&D.
what even you're talking about, so I assume no.
I assume no.
Take candle.
Yeah, it's like a meme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, I deal in nothing but memes. I don't know if you know. That's my
In
primary
my-
currency.
In my dealings with you, I have definitely noticed a surprisingly high.
No,
let's
you
just
can
say
use the right word.
density.
The annoyingly high quantity of memes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I think we've warmed our vocal cords up. I've been secretly reading my notes and making
Secret.
sure I'm ready.
Secretly.
Wow, we should have done that.
That's why I was relatively quiet. But
Should have done that.
just in case I say a lot of really like wrong phrases or like incorrect phrasing of stuff, It's because all the blood's in my legs and it just hurts like crap right now. So,
You know, out of context.
Very
yeah, yeah. See, it has already begun. Oh my god.
Please,
I
Josh,
think-
tell us why your legs are bleeding.
Just I biked a lot today. Snowch, please roll the intro before I do something. Say something
All right,
else.
fine.
that's
You know
really
what?
bad.
Before you embarrass yourself further,
I can't.
Last time on the Penelopean Islands, team name pending. The party is enlisted by swindling fingers to obtain a relic, a book of some sorts, with mysterious knowledge. The party proceeds to the ruins of Pulling, slowly getting to know each other. They are attacked by goblins, the apparent cultists hiding in the region. They discover zombified people that have been locked in a storage house of some sorts. The party continues into the ruins through its middle-class district, where they follow two other goblins into a chapel. The chapel has a trapdoor and leads underground, where they find blood splatters of ritualistic sacrifice, perhaps for the totem that had been broken in the chapel. Fire! A goblin shouts, and explosions are heard. Rocks are falling. Will the party survive? Who are these cultists? Where is a damned book? So before we get started on the TPK for the cave explosion, of course,
Welcome to our
Goals.
character creation session.
Welcome
yeah,
to session
second half of
0.5.
today is just going to be character creation.
Yeah, session 0 all over again. Yeah.
To go through the goals,
We had so much fun that we tried to do it again.
and I'll just disconnect myself. Says you have impressed your employer, convinced Grumble Maw to let you throw him. And
My
then
goal is to build the
find-
first Cobalt guided missile in all of D&D.
Okay. Cobalt guided missile.
I'm going to die.
I'm gonna keep that.
I'm literally just going to get thrown and die from the damage.
Could happen.
Hey,
Find a bigger stick / shinier weapon.
Yes.
Snowch, you have win Lihim's trust. Find out the contents of the book that you're supposed to find. And then protect Chorizo at all costs.
All costs.
cost of your
Uh,
life.
Panda has get the book, one up your rival, and stay alive.
Survive.
And last but certainly not least, Rhorik, we have get the book, find something colorful to put in the locket, and discover the reason they keep the bodies, referring to the zombombs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think most of these are possible to work on, at least, if not actually complete some of these for today. Also, by the way, before we get started, I'm wearing the Mastermind shirt today, so
Oh snap.
Oh,
this is
no.
when bad stuff happens.
Why must you
I-
say it like that?
I wore my Power Rangers shirt because they're all different colors.
Go Power Ranger.
I'm wearing
their team-
a random like music shirt that's not actually music. Like it's one of those like generic like oh Sun Music Company, you know, it's like it's literally the most generic shirt in existence.
Yeah,
Rocks
I'm
fall.
wearing a thing too.
Rocks fall. A thing.
Wait.
All around you, rocks begin to fall. Right after you hear a screechy voice shout, "Fire!" Exploding barrels overhead that were hidden behind planks that were nailed to the ceiling explode, causing parts of the ceiling to crumble. Well, I'm gonna roll a d4
Oh boy.
and then a d3. And those two people will be on the left side. And those two people who don't get called will be on the right side. So who wants to be one? So it's 1, 2. All right, 3. And Rhorik 4. All right, let's do this. We're starting off with
It makes sense.
Panda.
Why aren't you too, Roy? though?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Like that.
I should have been 2.
What happened?
wasn't quick enough. Didn't have the quick draw there.
I'm 2 2s though, which makes 4. So there you go. Meta.
All right, so we have Chorizo and Lihim on the right. And let me drop y'all here. And Morthok and Grumblemaw on the left. So let me bring y'all
I
into.
mean, I'm happy with that arrangement.
Somebody gonna get tossed.
I'm not.
So all of you should be in different rooms. I'm gonna give you the all-seeing eyes of Fruff, Snooch.
Thank you.
Yep.
So we fell into this room, is what you're saying?
So you were in the room, and basically the rocks fell,
Oh, okay.
and now
gotcha.
you are both separated.
So the room itself
And-
is divided. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. And each of you see a goblin on your side. They're holding up a crossbow in your face.
As
And-
goblins do.
Yeah. And they point it, and then you hear one of them. It echoes through the chamber, right? The two that are in front of you, one in front of each pair. They're not speaking, but you hear a voice go, "What are you doing here?" And all 4 of you can hear it. It's just echoing.
Do we know which goblin said it? Like it's not the ones in front of us, right? We just hear a
No.
voice. Okay.
So you know that there is, well, to each of you, you think that there's at least a second one.
Can I just ask if I may roll a wisdom save to see if I panic and just attack?
Yeah, you can. By the way, feel free to arrange yourselves along this side. Within the rooms that you are in.
Okay.
I can't see him.
Would you say 13 is enough to not panic after what just happened?
I think so. Which reminds me, speaking of saving throws, can all of you make dexterity saving throws?
Oh fuck!
I got excited and I jumped the gun.
Why did I?
Let me wind back for a bit.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm
all right.
fine.
That's
a
good, that's
twin.
My
good.
saving
roll.
throw. Am I normal?
Yep, just normal
Maybaru.
dexterity saving throw.
Where is that on my sheet?
It's on dexterity. When you click on it, it'll ask you ability or saving throw.
So, or you can.
There it
you
is.
can-
Yep, got it.
You can also hover over the +1 plus whatever 1 or whatever it is below the high number. And then to
Oh
the
man,
right is a
Morthok of
save.
all people.
Whew.
By the way, Morthok, you have advantage because danger
do I?
sense.
Oh, you're right. I forgot
yeah,
about danger
danger
sense. I gotta re-roll that because of danger sense. Yeah. All right. So with advantage, all right.
Nice.
Well, okay, that's better.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Oh,
I forgot that
man. Of
that
all-
actually applied in this scenario.
Yeah, of all the people who failed, it's Liam. Liam, you take 4 damage as some of the rocks hit you.
Oh
Everyone else
Ooh.
takes 2 damage.
God.
So back to
Yeah.
Grumble Maw's question. A 13, I think a 13 is reasonable for just the goblin. Well,
We are looking for a book.
go to the library.
Morthok doesn't say anything at this point. Because he just takes one of his lances and or javelins and is just waiting.
There are many of us down below. You cannot
well-
win.
Well, but you certainly would like to survive, wouldn't you? And I'm sure he would be very eager to change the course of your life. Would you
And by the way,
please
just for
lower the crossbow? You're pointing at my face right now. And let's talk
make a
like
persuasion.
civilized people. I'm
Make a
so bad
persuasion
at
for
this,
that.
by the way.
Yeah, I just wanted to say like for Carrizo and Lihim, you can hear them talking through the rubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would
No, you're not.
would I be able to use an intimidation check here to intimidate the goblin?
How are you intimidating him?
I would just, like I said, I pull my javelin out, cock back,
Oh,
and
okay,
just
okay.
give him a stare, a death glare, if you will.
Yeah, make an intimidation check as well.
Normal, or I guess it's normal, right? Because
Yeah, it's normal. And you're scaring the one that you can. You're trying to scare
The
the one
one that I can
in
see,
front
yeah.
of you. Yeah. Both of you are unsuccessful in your attempts, as you see this goblin, and then now he like takes out his sword, and now he's holding his hand crossbow and his small short sword, and he's like, "Ah!" And then you hear in the background like, "Don't shoot yet. Might be useful." Well-
Could I roll for persuasion?
Useful how?
And then you just hear like a low growl. And Panda, if you want to persuade, how do you want to persuade them to do what? And then let me roll to see whether he'll answer Grumble Maw.
Wait, let me think. Because all I'm thinking about is not dying. So maybe I should, because the homie was unsuccessful of trying to get them to put down their weapons. So maybe I'm like, maybe I can do, well, Liam can do the things. And we can talk about how we can be useful. Let me see. A normal roll.
Well, of course, you'd make good sacrifices. Duh.
Oh, I didn't know you were
Oh,
religious
wait,
people.
Oh,
At what point does
yeah.
Morthok just lose his shit and throw a spear?
That's up to you.
Yeah, that's up to you.
Because I think we're rapidly approaching that moment.
I was just like, trying to get him to talk about his cult, more or less. Just
Yeah.
buy time while I try to think of something. But
So, also, can I clarify? Grumblemaw and I are like next to each other, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we're-
Basically, everything you can see in the map is what you see, right?
Okay.
You see Grumble Maw. You know that the other two are on this side of the map, and for Karizo and Lihim, you know that Grumblemaw and Morthok are on this side of the map.
Can I make like a sort of like movement to like sort of like start screening Grumblemaw a little bit, like with shielding with my body, like kind of like step forward to.
Yeah.
If I'm sensing that a crossbow's coming, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can totally just like walk up around, like a couple of steps forward, and then pull Grumblemaw back. Like we're not in combat yet, so they're.
So I don't pull him back. I just kind of step like sort of. So like at this point, like half my side is sort of obscuring him a little bit. So he's kind of behind me, but you can still clearly see like his like crazy machinery just sticking out because, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like step to the side, so only my arm and head is visible, and then the giant wings.
Yeah.
On both sides.
And then as you step forward to like block Grumblemaw, right? The same goblin just goes again, and then you hear the voice in the back go, if you move one more time, we'll shoot.
Define move.
Like motion.
Can I, by the way, could I possibly try like a perception check to just try and figure out where the voice is coming from exactly?
Yeah. You can definitely do that.
Oh my god. This character with all the -1s.
Somewhere in the cave.
Okay.
Right?
Pain.
I guess meanwhile, Lihim and Karizo, like Karizo, you can't see anything right now, right?
Yeah, he's
what's happening with the goblin that y'all see in front of you?
he's gonna start moving forward, and he's like, "All right, listen here, you little shit. If you don't put down your, can I swear here? Effing crossbow."
Yeah, you can, but
okay.
I feel like Karizo will.
Like, I realize I'm like, it's on my channel. I can ask. If you don't put down your crossbow, you're gonna end up like your friend over there, and he's gonna like cast minor illusion and just like goblin Wilhelm scream over the thing. Like that.
Let's hope it's better than the others.
Can you make a perception check first, Karizo, to see whether you even walk in the correct direction or point at the right thing?
It's like over the wall. Sure, yeah.
Because it's not like nighttime darkness, right? It's complete pitch darkness.
Oh damn.
So Karizo really can't see anything right now.
Oh yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, like his fiery body starts to like plume.
Yeah, so everyone can see you, but you can't see anyone.
Yeah. Oh right. I can't even really see this guy.
Shit.
Sorry, I had vision, and I.
Quick question, clarification.
Did I give you vision on accident?
Do the goblins also then have a disadvantage in pitch blackness, or do the goblins see in?
They have dark vision. Okay, I should have fixed Karizo's vision.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I have dark vision as
Where
well.
am
Yeah,
I?
so like this counts as dim light for me, right?
Yeah, so
You have a
everything's in
torch
black
as
and
well.
white. Yeah, and Morthok has the torch.
That's true. I do have a torch.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Morthok has a torch. So yeah, Karizo, with a 12, I would say you point in the correct general direction towards the goblin.
Yeah.
Were you trying to intimidate him with that?
Yeah, kinda.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
All right.
Oh my. Please.
Ooh, it's pretty good check there.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
And then you see for Grumblemaw and Morthok, you hear footsteps, right? Carrizo doesn't know what's happening, but Lihim, you do see the goblin just begin to run. What's
safe
happening?
over there, Carrizo.
I don't know
I've heard
how
that
he
sound
did it, but
before.
he got.
That's the sound of cowardice.
Yeah. You probably also heard the like Goblin Wilhelm scream. Vaguely where the originating
I think
from here somewhere.
your friend is leaving you alone.
Not good odds for you.
Are you trying to deceive him?
I don't know what's happening on the other side. I'm just like,
Yeah, that's the.
I hear
That's
steps.
the thing.
and I'm
Let's
just
see what he would think. Oh, he just this. I don't know why the one on your side is just incredibly brave, right? And he just like, no, I will work up the ranks.
Question:
No,
Do I have to be
no.
do I have to be in line of sight of somebody to intimidate?
If you want to make like a roar or shout or something that is sound based, it's reasonably possible. But
I
depending
want
on
to try to
degree of it.
intimidate the voice that we can't see.
So depending on the degree of it, right? It might be at disadvantage because it's only sound.
Okay, because basically, I think at this point, Morthok would address the voice and be like, "How many of your minions do I have to cut down today?"
Oh, that's quite fierce. Just
You already
make a
killed
straight
3.
intimidation.
Not good rolls
What
today.
is happening?
We are invincible.
Oh my god.
The one in front of you is like you know, Mad Max. You know when they're like, right? He's just like, yeah.
At this point, just kill him. At this point.
Okay, so at this point, I turn to, because Grumble Maw's next to me. I'll turn to Grumble Maw. Have we had enough of this yet?
Well, what is your name, friend?
I will like step a little bit forward.
Bossy's moving. Wait, what? How much? One step? Not yet. Wait. It's quite close.
Well,
So is
listen.
it fair to say that the goblin is distracted by Grumble Maw at this point? That he's looking straight at Grumble Maw?
Yeah, kinda.
If I chuck my javelin now, does it count as a surprise attack?
I'd say technically on the rules as written you wouldn't have advantage on it, but if you wanna just suddenly do it, I think make like a sleight of hand or a stealth or something like that to see whether he notices that you're chucking it at him. And then I'll give you an advantage as he's like staring at you.
Oh.
Straight roll.
Oh my.
Not good rolls today.
Yeah. But you have committed to chucking the
paid.
javelin. But you do get that surprise round though.
Okay, so chucking javelin then, right?
Yep.
I knew I had that on my hotbar for some reason. All right, so attack, and it's a normal because it's not a surprise.
Yep, that hits.
There
for
we go.
sure.
There we go. And then damage is normal, so.
What does it look like as you impale him?
So without even backing up, because at this point it's one hand holding a torch, one hand holding a javelin. Ever so slightly, just twist the torso and let that thing fly straight at this goblin. Thwack right in the chest. Flies back several feet, dead on the ground, I assume, or at least very much out of the fight for at least a couple of minutes. Anything that got hit that hard by a javelin is probably not in the mood to do anything for a few minutes.
Yeah, I feel like if you hit something that hard, something small that hard, it most probably.
Actually, is the goblin wearing armor of any kind? I kind of forgot to ask.
It's leather.
So actually, there's probably a good chance that, given Morthal's strength, that a goblin is actually pinned to the floor right now.
Oh yeah, unmoving. You're very sure he's knocked out, and then you just hear a voice go, "What happened?"
Problem solved. You're next, disembodied head.
Rubak! Rubak! And then no response.
I would like to inspect, just like walk over to the wall and inspect to see if perhaps like a wait, what is the spell called? Thunderwave. If I could clear out a hole to reconnect with the others.
Oh.
Wait. Before you do anything, can we move?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm inspecting the wall first.
I'm just looking at it.
I'm just imagining everyone hears that javelin hit on the ground, and then you hear the crink 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 from like Grumblemaw's armor and everything, and then immediately him's like, wait, I know what you're gonna do, Grumblemaw, right? Like, yeah, you can move.
Let me move first.
But yeah, like, do I need to roll anything to see, or?
Oh, you just need to roll for damage.
Okay, well, Thunderwave it is.
And drop the template.
Ow.
Oh man, but Snowch can see them, so he knows if he's hitting them or not. Okay. Let me open up this wall.
Hey, Liam, you got a light?
Dude.
Yeah, like somewhere there, right?
Right. So, what does your thunder wave look like?
I just put my hands on the stone, and this light starts emitting from both my hands, and a moment later we just hear this like and just everything flies back and well, clatters around the other room.
That beats digging our way out.
Carrizo
What did I just-
blind,
what am
but
I
you hear
doing?
That boom.
I don't know what is happening.
Oh, the templates?
Yeah, it's just like I have two templates on my screen, and then I drew a circle somehow with another template. I'm like, how did this happen?
I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah. What was that sound?
So at this point, I think can Morthok like walk over and retrieve his spear or his javelin?
Yep. And you hear more footsteps, like running.
This also lets me see into the other room a little better. So.
Well,
And I believe Morthok's token is already shining, right?
I believe so. How do I tell?
Only Carrizo can tell. Can you see now?
No.
Still
Okay.
blind.
I think I know. There.
Oh, there, I see something.
Yeah. So now you see where the blast came from. Morthok is holding the torch.
And I walk up to behind Grumble Maw after retrieving my javelin from the very much dead goblin. Can I is there like, are we still in danger, or can I loot the goblin as well, or like rummage
I mean,
around?
you can start definitely roll for an investigation check as you start looting through, and then the other goblin shouts, "We'll come back later," and then you hear footsteps running away.
I assume that I don't
so,
find anything of use.
How did you
you find
manage
the
to...
obvious stuff.
Yeah, sorry. Go on.
You find the obvious stuff like the short
Crossbow.
sword, the crossbow, the leather armor. It doesn't seem to have any form of currency.
Could I pick that crossbow up just in case?
Yeah. I'll give it to you.
This might prove in handy. Clip it
How
onto
did
my
you
belt.
manage to deal with, well, whatever was on your side, Liam?
I don't know what Chorizo did, but it seemed to work.
I just scared him, you
She
know?
left before we could even fight it.
Bunch of wimps.
Well,
Man after my own heart.
Yeah, see?
We should
You just gotta
find a
scare
way
him,
out
right?
of here.
Can I-
guess.
Courage, can I
Javelins
ask
are
you a
scary.
question? Why did
Right.
you just not light yourself on fire before? That seems to me would have been more intimidating the whole time. Or is that just something you do periodically?
Look, and he like intensifies the fire a little bit. It's like it's not a huge thing. It's just,
It's much more scary,
showy.
friend. Much more scary. Especially to these goblins. They don't know what you're
Fair.
doing.
Yeah, fair. Hey, maybe I'll take you up on that.
So at this point, I think I'm gonna walk. Can I walk into the other room?
Yeah. So that brown thing that you see
Like, search
right next to you, it looks like a similar material to the ripped off totem that you saw from the chapel above.
Okay.
It looks like the base of another totem that was most probably smashed as well.
Does anyone know what this is?
Is there some sort of knowledge thing I could do to
Yeah.
history
Yeah,
or religion?
You can make a, I would say, religion for this.
Could I help him by
Yeah.
being
Can I also make a religion? Good
As a
I mean-
group, like 2 people or 1 person with advantage. Yeah, that's the.
Oh,
I
okay.
can do advantage, or do you
Oh,
want?
I have a +2.
You rolled already. I'm just gonna roll it for myself. Then there.
Okay.
Good rolls. Good rolls.
So as you begin to observe and look for, trying to understand the ancient inscriptions that are at the base of this totem, you do learn that it seems to mention some sort of deity or higher being called Ikora. And the stains that you see, it seems to have been drawn with blood as well, right? But it's old. It's maybe 100-ish years old. If anyone worshipped this, unfamiliar. It's not in this world, on this part of the continent, of the planet. English, God damn it, English. Yeah. No one worship. You haven't heard of this deity or being in this part of the planet. I would say, I'm not sure why Chorizo would know, but I feel like Grumble Maw, you might have heard of this deity back in the previous continent that you were in.
Yeah.
Not popular deity, but it exists. Ikora is supposedly a blood goddess.
Okay.
Thank you for the information.
Well, this explains the sacrifices, I'm sure.
Well, a blood goddess surely would need bloody sacrifices.
Well, I don't know about you all, but I don't want to be a sacrifice. I say we leave this place and continue with the mission.
But isn't this
We probably have to go.
where the book would be? I think we... I'm not disagreeing with you. I would like to leave him, but didn't we come
Yeah,
here
we gotta get the book.
to find the book in the first place?
She glares at him because he's making sense, but she don't want to admit it. She don't like him. She's like glare and huff.
Is this hunk of junk worth anything?
Is there any metal to it?
Unlikely. Like it's honestly just really old, kind of soggy wood.
Can I pick it up and shake it?
Oh, it's heavy.
Oh, it's heavy. Oh, okay.
On the wood, and the only thing that you find weird about it is that itself the wood has not rot. So until recently, at least, someone must have been taking care of it.
This thing seems in pretty good condition for a damp cave.
Hey, that's a good point. Why would they break it?
At this point, can Morthok take his axe and just take a swing at it? I'm basically at this point, Morthok is convinced there's something inside that he needs to break open.
I'm not gonna make you roll for it. Given enough time, enough thwacks, it does break open, and you do see that there seems to be a small vial inside.
All right, I'll pick the vial up. Any ideas?
Right, next to your torch, it looks like a red liquid is inside.
Blood.
Blood, maybe.
Could
Yeah.
I
it
like
checks out.
try to snatch it from your hand and inspect it? And
I will initially do the little fishing thing, but then put it down so you can grab it.
yeah, could investigation or something like that, Arcana, or
Yeah, just Arcana. Arcana would be good. I feel like while you're doing that, I feel like teasing Grumble Maw like that is like trying to wrestle with a pig, right? They're actually enjoying it.
It's hard to tell who's having more fun.
Yeah. Wow, y'all are
19.
having good rolls when it matters, though.
Woo.
Right? So, when you first look at this liquid, it initially looks like blood, right? Pop it open, you take a quick whiff, and you realize it smells a lot like a health potion, but with a mild scent of iron in it. Might be an old formula.
oh,
Ooh.
a blood-based health potion?
Yeah. If
He
you
looks around.
somehow cast Identify.
I can't cast identify.
Yeah, then you'll know exactly what it is.
Hey,
But for now, but you know,
when we
it's
get
like-
out of here, I can take a better look at it.
Well, him?
Valid under
you as the
emergency
leader
only.
have the choice. Who do you want to have this in case? Well, it does look like a health potion. I cannot speak for any side effects, but in an emergency, it might be useful. I will just hold it to you.
She's like, give it to the wizard just in case. Give it to Carrizo.
and I will give it to Chorizo.
Should we leave? Investigate?
He uneasily like puts it into his...
Yeah. I'll add it into the sheet for you.
Cool.
By the way, at this point, the crossbow that I retrieved, do I need to do anything to equip it, or is it ready to use whenever?
So, this is for everyone. If you see it green on your sheet, I'm just gonna assume that is the main weapon that you have, if you do not state otherwise. But at the start of the fight, you can choose to whip out either weapons.
Okay.
So if for some reason you want to do something different and not pull your axe out, you can just say, "Oh, I'm pulling my crossbow out instead of my axe," or as per usual. Yeah. Do you wish to continue down the cave?
I think I will just kind of be like, well, who is going to go first? And I just like slightly move
Everyone
behind.
just look at
behind. Yes, Morthok.
Morthok will just grin and step forward and proceed.
All right.
You know, you have quite an impressive record with your javelins.
They get the job done.
So as you walk down through this entrance, right, you do see a spider about the size of a dog that is just sitting on the web.
I forgot our. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna be last then.
I think you can just go back to blank map and look.
When I see the spider, can I like halt the group? Like, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Something ahead. Is that a spider? I didn't think they get this big. I'll turn to Chorizo and go, some fire might be good right about now.
You're holding
I say
a
as I'm
torch.
holding a torch. So some projectile fire might be good. Would get rid of those webs too.
Well, you can throw it.
I'm assuming the spider hasn't seen us yet. It hasn't like lunged at us or anything.
It doesn't seem to be aggressive. Oh man, all of you just have really bad perception, right?
My perception
What are your
is
perceptions
9.
again?
I am below.
Morthok's a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, my perception is 10, but I'm holding a torch. If that helps. I can wave it frantically at the spider if I need to.
It's not that the torch helps.
back.
The torch removes any detriments
Yeah.
that might happen if it was off. Yeah, I think right now you can't tell other than the web and the spider.
So I don't even know if it's dangerous.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it aggressive? I will like try to push past Liam at this point.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'll go up and take a look. I don't see anything.
Oh yeah, Chorizo can't see past the light.
He's like squinting up.
The trouble with spiders is there's never only one.
Hmm. Yeah, unfortunately. Burning anything in a cave, oxygen's gonna get out of here real fast, and can you breathe without oxygen?
I've never tried it.
Oh, don't.
Don't think I want to.
Yeah.
Do you
Listen
even
to
know what
Chorizo.
oxygen is?
It's not a good
motherfucker?
idea.
The air? Of course I know what air is.
Just checking. Have you ever?
Why
I
don't
just
you
don't
go
need.
smoke?
I just don't need
We
fancy
just-
words like oxygen to describe the air that I breathe.
Have you ever breathed in smoke?
Many times. It's unpleasant.
Yeah, there are actually people who enjoy certain types of smoke.
If they wish to poison themselves slowly, then so be it.
Well, in any case,
So I think I'll start
do you think
moving forward.
Do you think it's aggressive? I would like to
We
roll a
could-
perception check to just look around for more.
We could try to
Alright,
sneak by it.
Make a perception check, but while that's happening, right, the moment
What?
that the light hits the spider, right, you can't see it in this image. I wasn't gonna draw a new one, but the legs of the spider, right, are this yellow color, and it looks like there's these like scale-like things on the legs, and then you realize that it looks like it has really long chicken legs, like 8 long chicken legs with a spider's
Like-
body.
like talon chicken legs.
Yeah, like talon chicken, like rooster claws.
Oh my god.
I'll slightly turn around to the two smart characters. I'm not good at animal husbandry, but should it look like that?
Can I roll a nature?
Hey, yeah,
to
it's no
see
spider.
If I know something like that.
Oh my
Nature?
god.
Yeah, that's a good.
You can make an arcana or nature,
Arcana?
but I'm gonna let you know that it's very high DC.
Sure. Do I have inspiration?
Arcana for me.
I think
I think Morthok has inspiration.
I do.
It looks like nothing you've ever seen before. Does it look natural? No. That's what you can gather from it.
Can you understand what I'm saying right now?
And then it moves a bit. And then it
What-
just goes back.
Was that a yes?
And then you see one of the claws strike through the web and then pull out what is most probably a body. I think you can tell that it's one of the goblins most probably. And then it like chewing into the wrapped body and like
Crunch once for yes and twice for no.
What are 10 crunches?
I
doesn't
don't
seem
think
to
I
respond.
understand.
I say
yeah, maybe
we just move
we
on.
go at the edge
Let's
here.
just keep going. Yeah. Let's just keep going.
I don't know if you can understand me, spider creature, but if you let us pass, there's a tasty goblin corpse in the room behind us.
Well, you know what? We could just throw a goblin into its net.
Could Morthok conceivably go back and pick up the goblin corpse?
Yeah, I mean we have throwing rules now, so
Okay, so Morthok will... Actually, can I hand my torch over to Karizo?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Hold this.
And then you wanna throw the
Yeah, so
throw a goblin, right?
I'm gonna go back, pick up the goblin, and then ready to throw the goblin at the net. But before I throw, I'm gonna be like, once I throw this, we might not have a whole lot of time, so get ready to move.
Yeah, good thinking.
And I'll underhand toss the goblin towards the net. Not like full force, but like a soft pitch.
Yeah, like a bowling ball, right?
Yeah, like a bowling ball. Yeah.
so
like Wii bowling, basically, just like. Whoosh.
Yeah, so you roll the one dead goblin into net, and immediately like two of the claws grab it, and then it starts weaving it into a web.
Now's our chance.
I love
And
that.
you all sprint.
I love that I'm getting you
first.
to do dumb shit with me, Snazzy. Yeah, I think we move, right?
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
At this point,
I'll say
Morthok
that's a
is not.
reasonable
Morthok is not
distraction.
waiting for a second opinion. He's slowly but firmly exiting the chamber.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem to be aggressive. That's one of the things you noticed from. That's one of the things you would notice as you walk past it. It was perfectly content with the number of goblins that it had. Wouldn't have been aggressive unless you all attacked first. Yeah.
No, thank.
If you continue moving down this cave, right, you'll reach the end of the map. As you exit through that southern exit, this pathway, after a couple of minutes, begins to split up into 3 different directions.
So I'll be like, at this point, by the way, I'll be like, kind of hard to see. Can I have that torch back?
Yeah. I can follow closely too, but yeah.
Okay, actually, I prefer if I had hands free for in case anything happened. Take care of that
sounds
torch,
good.
though. I really like that torch.
Will do.
And then I'll turn around and like give Grumblemaw a wink. Like I don't really like the torch. It's fine.
I don't think I understand what the wink means.
It just gives like a.
That's actually I was that's even better that you don't.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Stay close.
Okay.
Just start
big
making
guy.
our way down the.
Yeah. Carrizo's on follow.
Yeah. So it splits into 3 different directions.
Oh god.
So,
Is there
what have
anything
you been
specific you
doing?
want to look out for?
Sorry?
I was going to like
For
just
traps.
walk with Liam and be like, so what have
Oh,
you been
yeah.
doing before this job?
I'm not here to make small talk, especially with you. Just keep in line with everybody else, and let's decide which path we're gonna take.
By the way,
Just leave him like-
upon hearing this, Morthal is definitely snickering, but like trying to hold back. Like, he's being polite, but like he's clearly like you know he's having himself a little giggle.
Well, that's.
I will like very, very, very silently finish with rude.
Well, that's
Yep.
Yeah, so there are, I mean, at the crossroads, there are 3 general directions. Would there be anything specific that you'd want to look out for that might guide your decision?
which one has traps? Which one doesn't?
That's a valid question.
Which one leads
Valid.
downwards?
True.
Elevation, that is an
moisture?
important one.
Morthok
So-
would
so
just
the-
be looking around for any markings on the walls. If anyone like written anything or scratched anything in, or
Yeah.
Make a investigation check for that.
Who?
Morthok.
Okay.
I always mess up Morthok's name. Because the other barbarian's Moku.
Oh.
a barbarian that starts with an M.
Yeah, another barbarian that starts with an M.
No.
I'm assuming that a 7 is not good enough to detect anything.
Yeah, it's confusing, right? Like these three pathways, they don't seem to have any real discernible guide. There are two that seem to lead downwards, and there's one that seems to curve up a little bit relative, right? So there's a 50-50 chance if you want to pick one of these two.
So we keep it going down.
Would the book be further below? It seems like one of these passages leads up.
Well, how far down underground are we?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Can I somehow figure that out with like some investigation or something?
I won't make you roll. With the amount of walking that you've all done, I would say it's pretty deep. Maybe 30 to 50 feet underground right now.
Wouldn't Grumblemaw as a kobold kind of just intuitively know how deep he is? I feel
Possibly as well. So
you know, honestly, it applies more how deep in the shit I am.
yeah.
So 30 feet. Do we even know what the book is? Liam.
Do we even know what it looks like? To be fair.
I would hope that it's an actual book, and this is not one of those fancy metaphors.
I think
The
Liam
book was
would know
inside
more,
us all
more than the
along.
rest. Yeah, I think
We
Liam
should
would
know what
know
it
more
looks
than
like.
the rest. But it's, you would have a realistic description, and I'll let you know when you do see it. Do you want to keep it a secret, or do you want to like give them that information?
Give them the information. Yeah. Shame. I was gonna say no.
Yeah.
Just like take the
Give them
other
the
two
information.
to the side, like leave Grumblemaw standing there.
Yeah. Well, we can't finish the mission if you die, though. If you keep it a secret.
Exactly. So I think she'll tell them. She'll tell them.
It's you know that this book is bound with a dark black leather, copper corners, like to keep it from being dented. It's supposedly a book that has information about really old school arcane magic that has been long forgotten. But what exactly? Not familiar.
Well, I
You don't know.
suppose that
Well, a black book would stand out down here amongst the scenery.
Well, we are in caves. I think we need to find structure again. And unless it's way down below in the Underdark.
Can Morthok try something stupid?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Can I walk up to one of the passageways and shout and listen for the echo and the reverberation to see if I can see how far it goes?
Which one? One of the random two?
Let's pick one of the ones going down.
Okay, so just roll me a d20.
That is not a d20.
Getting players to make a decision with basically no information. I like that. Okay, so the one that you shout into, it reverberates almost immediately as if there might be a dead end on this side.
So I after shouting, and I'm listening for the. At this point, Grumblemaw would be very confused. I'd imagine, but I'm like, doesn't sound like this one goes very far.
Yeah. So after you shout, you hear the reverberation of your own roar come back, right? And then you can kind of tell that this room ends, and then you hear. Are you from outside?
More voices. Who are
I'm not a
you?
goblin.
I'll shout. Who are you?
Cut me out of this rope. I can help you.
How do we know we can trust you?
Would I know, by the way, when that voice answers back, would I be able to determine which pathway it's coming from? Is it
Yeah, the
coming
one
down
you
from the one
shouted
where I
at.
shouted? Okay.
Yeah. And then the moment Lihim says, how can I trust you? You hear, what? Lihim? Cut me out of this rope.
Sounds like
Who
the
is that?
voice knows you.
If you come,
Sounds-
you'll know.
Well,
I feel like from the sassy answer should be like,
Yeah.
it could be a
I think
trap.
we should leave the voice. He might be dangerous. He might be lying to us. I say that we leave whoever that person is.
I'm gonna walk into the tunnel.
I'm gonna
Now
give
she's like,
I'm gonna give the other two a glance and a shrug and just follow behind.
Yeah.
Grumble.
Well, now we gotta see.
"Hey, what did I? She like slowly comes behind, like,
I am not working on my goal right now.
But who knows though? It depends how this turns out. This might be helpful in the long run.
Alright,
Yeah.
well,
So as you walk down this path, it's deceptively long because of from the conversation it feels like it's a lot shorter, but it's really just the sound bouncing through the hallways. You enter what appears to be it like stops being cave and it actually turns into like brick wall, right? And it looks like what used to be some kind of living quarters, right? That's what you would be able to discern from the structure. And you see various equipment, various skeletons that have long decayed and have reached a point where they're not coming back ever. And then you see, as you walk deeper into this alcove, there's a male humanoid looking person on a corner, his hands behind his back as if it's been tied. And then he looks at Lihim and he smiles. Very, very familiar person, Lihim. A person named Hanan, who you have a distinct rivalry with. And then he blows up, so you see his fringe like fly up over his eyebrow, and he's trying to like get it out of his eye. And then he's like, "Hey, Lihim, looks like I got here first."
well, looks like you're stuck here as well. All I see is a piece of trash, guys. Let's leave. We can just go keep looking for the book. We don't need to untie this one.
You said there's various equipment in the room. Can Morthok look around for anything that might be a weapon?
Oh, there's like at least another 4 or 5 crossbows and a couple of the short swords as well.
Okay, but nothing nothing that would stand out to.
Are you looking for something? What are you looking for, Morthok?
A bigger stick.
Oh my god.
How is this guy tied up? Just like
What?
to the wall
Rope.
or to?
No,
yeah, I'm
he's
gonna
just,
go.
he's just tied. So he's just tied. He's just like that, right? He's not tied to the wall or anything.
What do you mean, bigger stick?
Anything that kills more efficiently. When you're in my profession, you're always keeping an eye out for something that can do more bloodshed.
Well, tell you what. Lend me your axe, next time we rest, I might be able to help there.
I'll consider it. Can I just take the? You said there's more crossbows. Can I just take any more bolts that are lying around?
Oh yeah. Can you roll me like 2d20s? And then Carrizo, what were you saying? You're gonna cut the rope or?
No. He's gonna go up like, hey, what are you doing here? How'd you get all tied up in this?
I'm not sure why that rolled 3 of them, but okay.
Yeah, so you can get up to 29 arrows on bolts if you want. You can just add it to the.
And how many do I have right now? I have 8.
Yeah.
I'll take I'll only take 7 more, so I have 15 total.
All right.
Like a handful.
What were we saying again, Carrizo? Sorry.
Yes. How'd you? 1, who are you? 2, how'd you get tied up in this?
My name is Katoto Hanan, but you can just call me Hanan for short. That's totally fine. Liam and I go way back. She usually loses to me. That's why she's so mad. Yeah. Same
This is
school.
the one tied to the wall.
Oh. Next thing you know, I'm gonna get out of here, and then you'll be the one I'm saving.
Well then, I
This-
guess we can leave.
At this point, Morthok would like to make an intimidation check.
Yeah, is there more rope around?
Not right here. You want to intimidate him?
Yeah, I want him to stop talking. I'll just kind of, I'll growl at him. I'll growl at him and be like, "Enough of this."
Not Snooch,
Wait.
muted. Snooch.
Make an intimidation check as well.
Sorry. Thank you.
Oh yeah, he just like you see his eyes widen and then he's quiet and then he squints and he gives you like he's trying to assess you, but he is keeping quiet.
Better. Liam, your call. I'm fine with leaving him here. I'm also fine with cutting him loose and letting him get out of here. Your decision.
Maybe she goes to him. She's like, "Who caught you? Who put you here? Depending on your answers, I might just let you go."
I'm gonna assume that the same people hired us. Swindling fingers, get book, cultists.
Did you find or know anywhere where the book might?
Been going deeper. I heard an explosion. That must have been you all.
Maybe.
It's about this time
Well-
that Grumblemore holds like rope to lead him.
Yeah,
Goblins.
I was thinking we could tie him
Cultists.
up a little better. No, we don't need a competitor running around.
I
No,
agree.
no. We can work together. Right? My people I hired to work with me are. I don't think they're alive. So
I'll be very
I'll be
frank,
happy.
stranger. I don't trust you.
Bad for business.
come on, Liam. You know I'm. And then you see him suck it in, and then he like twitches a bit, and he's like, "I'm almost as good as you.
Well,
I'd be useful."
She like calls the three together in like a huddle away from him.
Right.
He could be
bring it in,
useful.
gang.
Yeah, come in, gang. He could
Actually, I guess it would be like,
useful.
all right, bring it in, gang. He's got.
I
Yeah,
feel
just
like no, I feel like you three are like, on a similar level, and then just Grumblemore is just down there.
In the middle.
Oh yeah, we're three around the grumble mod.
Just wings sticking out of the group.
Yeah.
I personally don't like him, but he could help us. And then we'll just snatch the book and leave.
Extra baggage. But I also don't mind somebody walking in front of me. And I kind of brush off some of the singy dust from the explosion. Might save my armor a little bit.
Everyone in agreement?
Yeah, can we make like a leash, maybe a noose out of that rope, and lead the way.
A lead, if you will. Yeah.
A noose.
We definitely don't untie him.
You want to?
I mean, I'm not against it.
You want to put a noose around his neck?
That way, if he tries to run, then it tightens.
If he dies, it's okay.
Brutal. I like it.
It's just.
But
insurance.
I think for this sake of everyone, why don't we just tie it around his waist?
You guys are no fun.
I'd like to make it noted for the record that I wanted to leave him here.
I didn't really go to Knott's class, so that's on someone else to tie it.
I do think it's absolutely just your choice, Liam. He is, after all, a... Well, I struggle to say friend of yours.
Don't use that word. That would be like calling us friends.
More snickering from Morthal.
Well, what word do you want to use then?
Nothing. No association. Let's just untie him and let him walk in the front. Maybe he knows more.
Co-workers.
Somebody else go untie him. I don't want to even look at his face.
Fine.
I'll do it. Morthal will walk over because
I think
we can keep his hands tied and let him go out.
Oh, there's an idea.
Just like
We
keep
can
the...
get him up on his feet, but
I like this idea. So I'll walk over to this person.
As you walk over, he presses back against the wall so that he can stand up, and then he turns around. He's like, please and thank you.
At this point, Morthal will just grab him by the scruff and wheel him forward and go, "We're good."
So you're not untying him?
No. Can I make a check though to see if there was anything around him, like any of his stuff or anything else around him that he might have been?
Just want to rob the man.
I won't make you make a roll for that, but the odd thing about this area is that even though it used to be living quarters of some sort, from the number of weapons that you've seen, it seems that the goblins have turned this into like a makeshift armor and part-time holding area.
Anybody opposed to me giving him a pat down?
No, not
By
at all.
all means. So I'll just push him towards you.
Let's pat him down.
Yeah. So
Investigate, I guess.
yeah, you can investigate. So one of the things you noticed about his outfit is that it's with the light, right? You see that it's actually when the light isn't shining on it, when it's just dim light, it has this nice almost pitch black hue. But when the light hits, you see that it actually glimmers like a tint of purple, right? And as the cloak that he has is pulled down, as you pat him down, you see that he has ears that are pointed but not long. So he's most probably half elf, half something else, most probably human. Nice reddish tinted brown skin. And then he's like, yeah, okay. I have a knife in my boot, that's all. And
Go.
true enough,
Yeah.
he has a single dagger in his boot. The rest of his body has no other equipment at the moment.
No cult necklace.
No cult necklace.
Okay. Curious.
Question. I have a question.
Making sure.
I have a question.
Okay.
Lihim. Would your school have had some kind of dog tag or something that your
Yes.
assassin school? Yeah. What would it look
Yeah,
like?
yeah. Now you're asking me a question.
I mean, we can
I'd be-
design it together, right?
Yes. I
So
agree.
whatever that tag is, he also has one.
Bet.
Yeah, so that's what Carrizo finds. The tag, the dagger, and he's wearing leather armor.
Is it a necklace or is it something else or a pin?
Just like a tag, like a dog tag.
Yeah,
I don't know what it looks like yet, but that fact.
yeah. But it's most probably a
Well-
dog tag.
Yeah, he'll because I don't think he's seen Lihim's. Unless they're presenting it, but he'll pull this out like, hey, what's this mean?
While this is going on, by the way, Morthok will try to reach down and take the dagger from the boot. Is that something, I don't know if that's something I could do.
Yeah, I mean, you can just take it. He can't fight in back. And then he just looks at you and he's like, if you let me use my dagger, I will be more useful.
I'll make that
Just
decision
saying.
later, and I'll kind of gently hand the dagger off to Grumblemaw, and I'll say, if he does anything funny, you can keep his dagger. Shiny metal, and I bring it over to him.
Are you trying to do the thing where you like try to get me to jump up to it again?
No, just like shiny metal. Hold on to this, and I'll hand it to him.
Fine.
Morthok
but,
is just finding
Chris-
clever ways of having other people carry his shit.
Grumblemaw
Point.
is suddenly over encumbered.
Incredibly heavy dagger added to inventory.
Oh, man.
No way.
No,
Yeah, if Grumblemaw, you take it. I've dropped it. You're not heavily encumbered if you.
no, I'm fine. I can take it.
Right. Carrizo, you don't find anything else on his person. Nice cloak though.
I will. I'll take out the tags though, and be like, "Hey, buddy, what is this?"
And he looks at Lihim. Ask her. She has
Hey, Liam, what are these?
Unfortunately, I trained with this guy, thing, person. It's just a symbol of our assassin school place that we trained at.
No
Can,
association, huh?
So, having been a mercenary and a guard for hire, could Morthok make a history check? Would I know? Maybe would I have seen this sign somewhere before? Would I maybe have tussled with somebody who's part of this organization?
Make a history check, but it's not to see whether you already have the knowledge, but more of whether you've met someone before.
Okay.
Right.
Normal
this is like
or
meta game kind of role. Make a history normal.
I don't think a 6 is good enough. just saying.
Yeah, I mean, this is an assassin's guild. Their job is to not be known by people, so they're pretty good at it. Lihim is possibly the first person, and she's quite high ranking apparently, or she's one of the better top students. So to have met someone from the school and not get killed immediately is an impressive feat, and now you've met two. From his dog tag, you can tell that he's also one of the more what do you call, what's the word for like a student who's exceptionally good at what they do?
Prestigious.
Did he finish
Prestigious?
with honors?
Yeah.
Prodigy?
Top student. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Prodigy?
He'd be one of the one of the more prestigious positions. He's likely a prodigy. He looks reasonably young. Yeah.
I think Morthog will tap the dog tag and
Wait,
go,
what
nice trinket.
What race is he? Species, whatever.
Half elf at least.
So-
Definitely not full elf. Yeah. And then he keeps looking at him and he's like, "Come on, please." And then he, every time his hair gets into his face.
Do you need a
You're
hairband?
so annoying.
Oh, hairband's not my style. And then he looks at him and is like, "I try."
Pain. All I feel is pain. Let's leave. We should have left him. But we have to find the book.
We still have that option.
We can always set him on fire.
We
I'm
can
liking this man
always-
more by the second.
Well, we could also feed him to the spider.
Oh,
Please.
At this
We
point,
have to run low on torches.
Grumble Mall, that is a great suggestion.
I feel like he might.
I'd like to think that I'm rubbing off on you guys.
We should call it a spider.
I feel like it's he probably is going to be more useful alive. For now.
unfortunately, I agree.
And I'll turn to him and go, I'll turn to the rival and I'll go, so here's your chance. It's either be useful or we feed you to the spider. And I'll turn to
I'd
Grumble
be
Mall.
more-
We should name that spider. We should definitely name that spider.
Give me a second.
Like in the back of his head, Morthal's already thinking how he could tame that thing.
Ride it out of the caves. Oh, but it's the size of a dog. Never mind.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to ride it out necessarily. But
Wait, what about the Boctopus?
I like
I
this
do-
idea.
Because it's a chicken and it's got 8 legs.
Okay, information that you might not have because you mentioned a lot of stuff, but you might not have seen this. Did you see the scaled giant?
Scale giant.
Yes. About 12 feet tall, 12 to 15 feet. I was far away.
Oh, I just thought you were talking about a big dragonborn.
Oh no, this is a giant with scales. There's one above, and I heard from the goblins there's one below. I can help you fight it or help you all sneak around it if I have my hands. And then he's like trying to show the ropes. I don't think I can kill all 4 of you with just one dagger or so.
Group huddle again.
But yeah, group huddle. He could kill one of us. I don't want to roll the dice.
He could still walk ahead of us.
Look, I know there is bad blood between you two,
But do you really want to just kill him without him being at all useful?
Again, I don't want to say it, but you do make a point. Okay,
You
somebody
really
cut
don't
his
want
hand.
to say anything that is positive about me, do you?
You only noticed now?
Well, honestly, there have been other people in my life before that did that. It's a pattern.
I wonder why.
Well, see, there was this chef.
I wasn't being... Hush. I wasn't asking for real.
At this
Somebody
point,
untie this man.
I'm gonna keep going. Just ignore
this
what
point-
you said.
At this point, still snickering while this is going on, Morthok will pull out a battle axe, walk over to the guy, and literally use a battle axe to cut the rope. Because he can.
Here.
And he
a
bows.
dagger.
Thank you.
Do you want a sickle as well?
I'm not.
Or a dart. I have a dart I can give you.
I don't mind.
Okay, I will
And
give
he
him
picks up one of the crossbows.
I will give him a dart and a sickle and a dagger.
Okay.
We go from not releasing him
Not
to
giving-
arming him. All right.
How many darts?
All I have. Apparently, on my character sheet, I have one.
So you just give him that one.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and he picks up one of the light crossbows, and then he's like, now this is more of my style. Sorry, it's a hand crossbow, just in case people get anal about it, because I need to be more specific. Light crossbows and hand crossbows are two different things. It's a hand crossbow for the goblins. And it picks up 5 bolts. This should be enough. Well, which way are we going?
Do you know any information? Which way the book might be? Above or below?
I heard lower, deeper into the caves. This is apparently... Well, I'll tell you what I know if you tell me what you know.
Alternative idea. At this point, Morthok will take his battle axe and just drive it really hard into the ground, like right next to him. Not actually not hitting him, but just drive it into the ground. Alternative idea, you'll tell us what you know. This
one
might
more
count as a
intimidation check.
yeah. This might count as an intimidation check at this point. So
Why was
So-
that scary?
So let's as you drive that axe down, right? We'll end with that scene where you drive the axe. He takes a step back. He looks shocked for a moment, and then we'll take a break there, and we'll be back in like 5 minutes. Right? Let's go to the toilet.
yeah.
Grab more drinks. I need to grab more water, and we'll see you in about 5 to 10 minutes, depending. And if you're enjoying this, please drop a follow and follow all these amazing people. I'll be spamming their links in the chat over the next 5 to 10 minutes, and see you all in a bit.